Hi guys, Tida TV is back. Have you ever watched a video that is extremely popular online without understanding why it is so popular? After watching it, I can't understand it. I also have a headache right now after watching more than 30 Skibidi toilet videos. I don't understand what I'm watching and it's taking over my YouTube. Everywhere I go, I see this toilet head monster. However, after watching it, I realized that this series of Skibidi toilet videos also have something attractive. I also wanted to find out what was going on inside this world. What is the origin of this toilet monster? Why are the toilets going to attack the cameraman? And that's the content of today's video. I'll use my level 7 analytical fluency to analyze the story of Skibidi toilet, as well as the entire evolution of the war between the toilet monster and the cameraman. It's compelling, is not it? But I still have one more fight to fight. It's a battle to reach 1,000 subscribers. I need your help so we can win this. Please help me win, or you will be turned into Skibidi toilet after watching this video. Okay, click register and then go to the video. For those of you who don't know, Skibidi toilet is a series of videos by YouTuber DaFuq Boom. The central character is the toilet-headed monsters who always sing the lyrics of the remixes of Nelly Furtado and Dom Dom Yes Yes by the King. The first video of Skibidi toilet was posted on February 7th, 2023, on DaFuq Boom's channel. The video gained more than 50 million views in 4 months, and that young YouTuber uploaded 3 more episodes between then and March 11th. Each episode is only a few tens of seconds long. Every episode attracts tens of millions, or even hundreds of millions of views. The speed of this guy's clip is also quite fast. Almost every few days there is a new episode in general. It is also very commendable for DaFuq Boom, because making 3D videos like this is not easy. There are many episodes on both sides of cameraman and Skibidi, with jubilant fights, extremely complicated smoke, and fire. It's so sad when I think about it. I also invested my time making videos, but I couldn't get a corner of this DaFuq Boom guy anymore. One day 100 million views, a month billion views. Please subscribe to help me feel less sad. It's also quite funny that this confusing series of videos can be so explosive. Before the popularity of Skibidi toilet, DaFuq Boom also had to constantly think of more plots. Therefore, this series of videos is gradually becoming more complex and attractive. I wonder what the story of the war between cameraman and the toilet monsters will be. Or is it even possible to continue? It all depends on the author. Well, let's just keep enjoying this fight. The more I watch, the more fascinating I will summarize the entire course of the war, from the first clashes between Skibidi and humanity to the huge-scale battles of the cameraman army. Welcome to the main part of the video. Okay, my first question is, where do these Skibidi toilets come from? Why do they have a grudge against the cameraman? In fact, this feud did not appear at first, but it was not until the next episodes that people began to add this episode. In episode 1 of the first season, we are introduced to these toilet-headed creatures. They have no body, but only a head attached to the toilet. They always sing songs like that. This is the national anthem, or even the language of these Skibidi worms. Can you notice that there are still humans present at this time? They were also amazed at the appearance of these creatures, so we can watch Season 1 documenting the first attacks of the Skibidi species. According to my theory, these Skibidi are a virus. They infect everyone who goes to the toilet while singing along to their music. Do you agree that this song is good? Once you hear it, you want to sing along immediately. Then the Skibidi will grab the victim's head and drag them inside the toilet, thereby creating another Skibidi. And according to the development of episode 5, the Skibidi seems to be from outer space. You can see this in episode 4 when the Skibidi started attacking the restaurant. At first, everyone was sitting normally on the toilet. However, as soon as the Skibidi entered, they were instantly transformed into toilet monster forms. Then humans find a way to fight them. They discovered the weak point of these monsters was the drain plug located on the back of the head. It's reasonable to flush the toilet monster to kill it, and before this unexpected turn of events, the Skibidi began to intensify their attacks, mobilizing more and more powerful forces to wipe out humanity. The final boss of Skibidi also appeared, which is G-Man Skibidi Toilet. He is their supreme commander. How should humans deal with the invasion of the Skibidi monsters? Coming to the second season, the cameraman was first introduced. They are the opposing force to Skibidi. So where did these cameramen come from? You can see that when Skibidi attacks the victim, they suck their head inside the toilet to infect the virus and turn them into another Skibidi. So, if you don't have a head, You won't be afraid of being infected by them? So the people of this world decided to change their heads to cameras. In the early episodes, the cameraman appeared next to humans. But in later episodes, we no longer see humans appearing, but only cameraman. So it is understandable that the entire surviving humanity has decided to replace the human head with a camera head. Even so, the result of the first battle was a defeat for the cameraman side. Thus, the battle of the cameraman against Skibidi gradually turned into a resistance. In episode 1 of season 3, you can see a cameraman vandalizing Skibidi's memorial. This memorial was erected by the Skibidi in honor of the first individual of the species who initiated the invasion of the human world. Of course, his actions were discovered by the Skibidi police force and arrested at the battle. The cameraman continued to wage small battles. They attacked the church of the Skibidi, and the giant Skibidi cult leader ate a cameraman before being destroyed by pulling the toilet flush button. So maybe the Skibidi will increase in size by eating other creatures. That's why you see humans still living in the world of the Skibidi. They are kept alive to maintain a food source, as well as a host to breed new Skibidi. Season 3 marks the general offensive and uprising of cameraman forces. With the overwhelming number of cameraman, the Skibidi decided not to give in anymore, but decided to respond with an extremely powerful Skibidi army. In the lead is the three-headed monster. Skibidi Season 4 opens the uncompromising battle of both factions. The cameraman faction began to gain an advantage because they understood the weakness of the Skibidi who grabbed the toilet flush button. But the situation began to reverse when the final boss G-Man Skibidi toilet appeared. The man with eyes that can shoot lasers quickly destroys the cameraman army. However, this final boss is also the only one who can't appear everywhere. So, in other battles, the cameraman still won significant victories such as shooting down a flying Skibidi, wipe out the fleet of Skibidi toilet monsters. However, in another battle, the cameraman corps also suffered defeat. When in episode 14, the Skibidi unleashed a powerful monster called the Giant Rocket Skibidi. It only needed to rush forward to crush both the Cameraman Legion and its fellow Skibidi. Realizing that the frontal attack strategy is no longer effective, the Cameraman faction began making reconnaissance plans to see how the Skibidi were preparing to replenish their forces. In episode 16, they disguised the camera as a toilet bowl and broke into the lab. There, a scientist Skibidi was about to reveal his latest invention. Spy cameras were quickly discovered, and the new creature when revealed is the spider-legged Skibidi monster. Elsewhere, in episode 17, the cameraman organizes a raid on the meeting of G-Man Skibidi and members of his forces. They controlled a camera from the sky that directed a laser at the location of the Skibidi. But this attack is useless. G-Man Skibidi managed to protect his subordinates and went back and attacked the cameraman. So we have learned about the popular Skibidi toilet video series. The video will pause here because I need more time to analyze the next hypothesis of the Skibidi toilet monsters. Don't forget to support me by liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel to give me more inspiration to do more about this Skibidi world. Don't forget to press the bell to receive notifications for new videos. Please comment to let me know how you guys are interested in the topic. Finally, see you in the next videos.